Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3, usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now it's Watson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Lance, and too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And Lance going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On first down, Lance has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. That time, a 6-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands.
And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. After the interception, here's Watson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Watson. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's Jake Camarda now. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From midfield, here's Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. On play action, Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Play action, now it's Lance. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And Lance now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Lance now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On 2nd and 10, Lance throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. For Williams, there are the numbers from a week ago. 7 catches, 65 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Lance. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. After 1, it's 9-0. McCaffrey running up the middle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Niners at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now Lance.
Flush to his right. And he's got it.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. McCaffrey will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Daniel Bellinger.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against it because a shorter defender might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Faking the give, now Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll work down inside the 45.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson now to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 16-point deficit.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Lance now on first down. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Lance again. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. Lance. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Now Etienne to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take it. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Good coverage there holds them to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 44, Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson pushes past him.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Watson. Jones has it. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the red zone now, Watson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Etienne up the middle. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Another tote for Etienne. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. Touchdown, Jaguars! Marvin Jones, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Lance going to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and he's going to go down again. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down.
Flushed out right.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Gets this one to Hill.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here's Lance to throw it. He's got this complete to Williams.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Lance eluding the pressure right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance.
A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lance going to try to throw for this. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Watson off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. ETN bringing in another one. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Lance now to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Lance able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Looking to throw. Lance. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. On first down, Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on second down. Lance. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Chris Olave.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Niners are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Lance now on first down.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 9. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Watson, screenplay, here's Etienne. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Watson looks to throw again. Dancing to his left. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
3rd and 2, Watson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, Watson. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the 49ers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.